What is good, Sacktown? It's Sacktown Pete back with another video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. The Sacramento Kings just lost to the Atlanta Hawks. Final score from ATL, the 121. Atlanta Hawks put up 121 points, and the Sacramento Kings put up 106 points. Let's go ahead and talk about tonight's game. Let's start off with the Sacramento Kings starting five. De'Aaron Fox in 40 minutes, he had 32 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Harrison Barnes in 39 minutes, he had 11 points, 7 boards, 5 assists. Buddy Hield in 37 minutes, he had 10 points, 4 boards, 5 assists. Rashad Holmes in 35 minutes, he had 20 points, 12 boards, 1 assist. And Marvin Bagley in 24 minutes, he had 12 points, 7 boards, 1 assist. And to the bench we go. Tyrese Halliburton in 24 minutes tonight, he had 8 points, 3 boards, 4 assists. Nemanja Bjelica in 18 minutes, he had 4 points, 3 boards, 2 assists. Corey Joseph in 18 minutes, he had 7 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Daquan Jeffries played 1 minute, 0 points, 0 boards, 0 assists. Kyle Guy, 1 minute, 0 points, 0 boards, 0 assists. Justin James, 1 minute, 0 points, 0 boards, 1 assist. And Jamias Ramsey got a minute, and he had a basket, 2 points, and he was 1 of 1. I really quickly want to mention the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Trae Young in 32 minutes, he had 28 points, 9 assists, 1 board. Collins in 28 minutes, he had 16 points, 5 boards. Clint Capella in 27 minutes, he had 24 points, 14 boards, 1 assist. Tony Snell in 27 minutes, he had 8 points, 3 boards, 1 assist. And Kevin Huerter in 25 minutes, he had 8 points, 1 rebound, 6 assists. Honorable mention, Bogdan Bogdanovic in 22 minutes, he had 6 points, 4 boards, 1 assist. Had to mention my boy Bogey and Rajon Rondo, the former Sacramento King. 15 minutes, he had 10 points, 3 boards, 1 assist. All right, so let's go and talk about tonight's game. I like the way that we came out. We came out with the great energy. We were playing pretty well in the first quarter. That first quarter was probably one of the best quarters I've seen the team play all season. And then the second quarter started, and then things just went downhill from there. We committed 7 to 8 turnovers in that quarter, whereas we only had 1 turnover in the first quarter. So that's a Debbie Downer right there. The 3-point shooting was terrible tonight. We just did not shoot the ball well from beyond the arc. I think at one point we were 3 of 13 from downtown going into the second half, or going to the fourth quarter, should I say, and we did not shoot the ball well from the beyond the arc guys. Still, despite that, with that being said, we still had a chance to come back in this game and possibly win this game. But the opportunities were there, and they did not get it done. They didn't capitalize. They got the lead in the fourth quarter down to, I think, 9 points, and they just couldn't get it done. There's a pair of threes where Tyrese Halliburton missed a 3, and then De'Aaron Fox missed a 3. Those back-to-back possessions, they would have been big. They were both good looks, wide open looks. They just didn't go in. And it sucks. It sucks to start off this road trip with a loss. Trae Young started out slow, but he got it going in the second half. They had Rondo definitely play well for them in the first half. He came out and he provided that much spark plug off the bench, and it carried over from Trae Young to take over in the second half, and he got it done. When he's shooting, 35, 40 footers, it's fun to watch. And unfortunately, it was against us tonight, and that last 3, man, he shot that 3 ball. That was a deep 3 over Corey Joseph to seal the game, and that was ball game. And I wanted to say that I did like to see Bogdan Bogdanovic back on the court. I know he's coming off. He's still kind of working himself back in the rotation and getting the minutes under his belt, because he did miss 25 games due to the sprained knee that he was out with. So He wasn't the best performance from Bogdanovic tonight. I thought he was going to light it up. I thought it would have been a cool shootout to see him against Buddy Hield, and that wasn't the case. Buddy Hield did not play well tonight. He could have played better, but he didn't shoot the ball well. And Bogey is still working himself way back in the rotation for the Atlanta Hawks. So, a couple things that stood out to me. I mentioned the 3-point shooting, the energy. Especially in this, it just started in the second quarter. That energy was just terrible. It's just like they weren't trying out there on the court, and that carried over into the third quarter. Trae came out cooking in the third quarter. I know Luke Walton took a timeout early on in the second half just to kind of wake his team up, but they just it seemed like that not the chemistry, but like the energy on the court with the starting five, they just looked like they just didn't want to even try out there. So I don't know what caused that, but they took them a while. They got it going in the fourth quarter, and they came close within 9 points, but I don't know if they ran out of gas. I wouldn't want to say that because this team did have a couple of days off, and the travel time and whatnot. That's all BS because I've seen like some stuff online like, oh, they're traveling and whatnot. It's the first game of the road trip. That shouldn't be an excuse. You're a young professional basketball team. You got fresh young legs, and all that travel time and whatnot, that doesn't matter. If that was the case, then they came out with what's up with the great first quarter that they had. So, a bunch of casuals out there just making up excuses, but I'm not going to make no excuses up. This team did not play well enough to get the W tonight, and they took an L tonight against a Atlanta Hawks team that, under their new coach, they're 4-0 now. So since they fired their current coach before, they got Nate McMillan, and he's got them playing really well right now at the moment. They're 4-0, and looks like they're getting most of their roster healthy and back. So with that being said, let me know what your guys' thoughts on tonight's game. I just hope that they bounce back from this game and carry it over to the next game, and we'll see how the next game goes. It's going to be a good game against the Charlotte Hornets, who were sizzling earlier tonight. They were making their three balls. I saw some highlights earlier of them. Ball, Graham, and Rozier, Malik Monk. They're lighting it up tonight. So it's going to be a fun, entertaining game. We got Reese back healthy. I want to see him, head to head against LaMelo Ball the next game. And speaking of Tyrese, he actually struggled tonight. He played 24 minutes, but he just didn't look himself. He made a couple shots in the second half, but I'm not really worried or bothered by it. The game was already out of reach. So, with that being said, I think due to the inconsistency of minutes or being on the minutes restriction, that's going to definitely impact the way he plays on the court. Marvin Bagley started out well. He got 24 minutes tonight. He had 12 points overall. He had 8 out of his 12 points in the first quarter. Second half, it looks like they just went away from it. It looks like he just wasn't into it. So I really thought he was on pace to have a big game in the first quarter. But with that being said, De'Aaron Fox balled out tonight. He had a great overall game. Pretty much, other than De'Aaron Fox and Rashad Holmes, we just didn't get enough production from everybody else, from the starters and from the bench. So, just wasn't enough to come over Trae Young and those guys. They definitely lit us up tonight from beyond the arc, and just the way Trae Young plays when he's on. So, with that being said, if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. Please hit the like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to the next Sacramento Kings game. And we will see how they regroup and how they will bounce back the next game. Hopefully it'll be a W. We'll see what happens though. With that being said, guys, that's going to do it for me for tonight. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend. You guys take care. God bless. Keep pushing forward, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Peace.